Oh, viewers. I mean, you watch YouTube videos. Can you guess what I'm going to do here? Well, you might be able to guess with this and this and this and this, but I have a startling revelation to make to you. Like many people that make YouTube videos, I'm an idiot. I'm a vain idiot. I'm an elderly vain idiot. You can see just by looking at me here with my smoking cap, but you're looking at the face of an ignorant person who has been telling you how to do things whilst being, well, I don't know what to say. I mean, humility, there's certainly an amount of humility there, but all these years since I bought this crimping set in 1970 something, I've been crimping wrongly. And that's one of the reasons that the connections have come to pieces, or I've had to solder them or things. So you're looking at well, you probably want to unsubscribe, and I wouldn't blame you. But anyway, I'm sorry. And I'm going to show you how to do it properly in case there's somebody out there, I don't know, who doesn't know how to crimp or... But anyway, here's the thing. I'll put this camera down, just check that it's pointing in the right direction, and show you. I am disappointed in myself. The trouble started years ago when we had an MGA in Australia, and I bought these lovely Utilux crimping tools. And in those days there wasn't the internet, and I didn't know how to use them. I'd got nobody that showed me or anything, and mechanics wouldn't talk to you in those days. And I saw it, and I bought these crimp connectors. There's the original box. Look, Menton Victoria from 1970 something, and these were good connectors. You can see looking at them, they're sort of galvanized more than chromed or anything like that, and they were good quality. But nevertheless, I looked at them and I thought, well, how do you crimp? And I could see there was that, and I could see there was inside the metal needed to be folded over. And not stupidly, I don't know what the word is, I thought that I didn't know what they were for. They didn't look anything to do with crimping. That funny thing up there, perhaps that was some sort of other crimps that I didn't know about. And I thought, well, this thing's round, so perhaps it's here. And all these years, I've been using that to crimp that part of the crimping tool. My mate used to work for Utilux in Bungay in Norfolk, and he made the actual crimp tool. He was a tool maker. He made the tools that made all of these. Tug, his name is, if you're watching, top workman, an artist with engineering. Anyway, that's what I've been using all those years. That or that or that, and I've been using the wire cutter and the stripper. And then I watched a video and realised I should be using this part. Now here's the crimp connector, and I'm going to show you, and you'd think, well, how's a round thing going to work in that? And it fits in like this. Can you see it? You've got the bottom of it in the sort of trough there, and a point going down into it, and I'll show you in a minute. That's what it should look like. But I wasn't doing it like that, and I thought, anyway, there we go. Now here are the crimp connectors that were off my coil that came off, and they're just the ordinary Chinese ones you get. And you can see I soldered it, but they're toys really. They're made out of some sort of cheap chrome-plated tin. And you can see, look at it, the difference between that and this. You can see the completely different. The metal's thicker and all the rest of it, looking down at the ends. And these crimp connectors we've got, I bought when I was in Australia last time, and they're Repco. I don't know where they're made, but it says New Zealand. But they're a proper set, so if you do get crimp connectors, you need to get proper ones from a car place, not off the internet. The cheap Chinese ones, they're just a waste of time and give you frustration. So here are my Repco ones. So what do? Well, the first thing you do, I mean, you can use this bit here to pull the wire off, but I've got I've got this this wire stripper. Just put it in there like that, and off it comes. And then it's pretty simple, you know, if you know. And all these years I didn't know, so pick up this, see if I can get this in the right way round. I don't know what to say though, Shane. Get that, see, about like that. So it's just, yeah, about like that. Then you put the wire in, and then squeeze it tight, and it should look like that, you see, with that indentation there, and on the back the two marks. Put my little light up there, and then I believe, although I don't know, then these rounded bits here that I've been using for doing the crimp connection, you can put on a bit further and just do that last bit that holds the actual end of the wire. Press that down a bit like that. So it ends up looking like that, you see. And that's not going to come off. I'm pulling quite tightly. All the other ones I've made with the rounded bits there on this crimp. You see, modern crimp connectors don't have those things there. They just have those, so you can't really go wrong. But even so, it's no harm in showing you. But there we go. What can I say? I mean, I was debating whether to tell you about this, but you know, got to be honest. So you get yourself some decent connectors, like this Repco set. I don't know if they make Heller anymore, but certainly not the Chinese ones. Anyway, you're in my shed. I thought I'd show you some of the things that I have briefly. I've got my graphing barometer I made there out of an Arduino chip, and that plots the air pressure and graphs it. But here's the thing I've got just before I go. This is what you need if you've got a shed and you get away from people in here. This is what you want. A selection of comforters. They're from Costa Rica. They're from Texas. And this one's from Cardiff. A proper punch. And you see the humidity here in, probably see that, it's well over 50% today because we've had a storm going through. But you need something like this, viewers. A box of cigars for when you have a moment like this and you think, gee, since the 1970s I've been crimping wrongly. I need something to take away the pain. Anyway, there we go, viewers. There we go. It shouldn't look like that horrible thing that I had to solder on. It should look like that. What can I say? Tonight I'm singing shanties. And tomorrow night we've got our first do. I'm going to on the Lady Catherine Thames barge, and I'm going to video some of that. But see how nicely it's crimped in at the end, and it sort of folds into the wires. That's what it should look like. Look, pull. It doesn't come off. The other ones came off. Oh, viewers, it takes a worried man to make a video like this. But thank you very much for watching, and especially Linda, my first lady subscriber. It puts a spring in an old man's step, Linda. Let me know more about you, where you live. It looks as if you might be Australia, where I used to live. But anyway, thanks, Linda, my first female subscriber. All the best to you.